So, children, I hope that you have understood the first part of the play. Now, let us look at a few question and answers. What qualities of Mrs. Slater have you noticed? Mrs. Slater is a vigorous, plump, red faced, vulgar woman prepared to do any amount of straight talking to get her own way. She is extremely greedy as well. Why does Mrs. Slater decide to shift the bureau from her father's room before the arrival of the Jordans? How does Henry react to the suggestion? Mrs. Slater decides to shift the bureau from her father's room before the arrival of the Jordans so that her sister Elizabeth would think the bureau belonged to Amelia, as Elizabeth wasn't there when her father bought it. Henry is a little afraid and doesn't like the suggestion, as he suggests Amelia should arrange with Elizabeth when they would divide things among themselves. Why do the Jordans take a long time to get to the house of the Slaters? What does it show about the two sisters' attitude towards each other? The Jordans take a long time to get to the house of the Slaters because they had quarreled with each other the last time, and Elizabeth had said that she would never set foot in Amelia's house again. It shows that both the sisters are self centered and can do anything to get their father's property. Ben appreciates his father in law, saying it's a good thing he did. Later, he calls him a drunken old beggar. Why does he change his opinion about his father in law? Ben first thinks that his father in law had paid the insurance premium, hence, he appreciates him. But later, when he comes to know through Victoria that he had not paid the premium, he calls him a drunken old beggar. What made Mr. Henry feel shocked to hear Victoria say, "Are you planning to pinch it?" Henry was initially afraid when Amelia planned to bring the bureau down. I think he had this fear in his mind when Victoria questioned them, hence, he was shocked. As you can see, students, the answers for all these questions can be found in the passage. They are direct. Now, students, we'll have a look at a few word forms. As you all know, a word can have different forms. That means a word can be used in different parts of speech. A word can be used in its noun form, or in its adjective form, in its adverbial form, etc., depending upon the demand of the context. We look at the first sentence. She is a vigorous, plump, red faced, vulgar woman prepared to do any amount of straight talk to get her own way. Her vigor scared Henry as well. As you can see in the first part, the word vigorous describes she. Here, she refers to Amelia. As it is describing a noun, it is an adjective. So, vigorous here is an adjective. Whereas in the second part, vigor, it is a noun. It can be used in its adverbial form as well. It will be vigorously. Second sentence. Henry Slater, a stooping heavy man with a drooping moustache, enters. He had to stoop to the level of pinching the bureau. As you can see in the first part, stooping, though it is in the ing form, it's describing Henry Slater, hence it is in its adjective form. Whereas in the second part, stoop, it is used in its noun form. Third one, Henry and Mrs. Slater, very hot and flushed, stagger in with a pretty old fashioned bureau containing a locked desk. Their stagger made Victoria laugh. Here, Henry and Mrs. Slater, they were hot, flushed, and they came in with a bureau. They were staggering. Hence, the word stagger is used in its verb form here, whereas this word stagger is used in its noun form in the second part. Fourth one, timidly. In Grandpa's room, Victoria's timidness makes the reader laugh. In the first part, timidly is an adverb, whereas in the second part, timidness is its noun form. Fifth one, Victoria returns very scared. Her return in such a hurry makes everyone question her. In the first part, returns, it's used as a verb, V5 form, whereas in the second part, return is used in its noun form. As you all know, a verb has five forms. In this context, it is return, returned, returned, returning, returns.